Hello everyone, I'm Christina Dandar of the Potted Boxwood, and we are in Fort Worth, Texas today with interior designer Tori Rubinson. Tori, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Oh my gosh, tell us about this home. I've loved this home for years now, ever since I first saw it. Some of the prettiest new construction I think I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we were very inspired by colonial architecture. My family is all from Virginia, and so I think that from early on, this has been my favorite style of home. And so we pulled from all different sources of inspiration to pull all the architectural and landscape details together.
It's absolutely beautiful, and I noticed you have a little horned frog on
Yes.
the door. Or TCU fans here?
Definitely TCU fans. The location of this property is right by our alma mater.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely stunning. I
Thank
love
you.
it. And these light fixtures are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Oh
So,
my gosh,
thank
this is
you.
amazing.
Thank you very much. So we wanted that very traditional floor plan with the formal entry, and we have a formal study and dining room flanking on either side. I really wanted very pronounced millwork in the house, and so we worked with an incredible architect, an interior architect, to really get all of the millwork properly scaled, and I think it turned out really beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely stunning. So
Thank
right
you.
off of here we have the office, correct?
Yes, this is my husband's office, and he does work from home. And we wanted it to feel very masculine. He's a golfer, so it definitely has a country club vibe, but I feel like it's still very fresh.
It's very fresh. Oh, look at the
Thank you.
ceiling. Is that upholstered or wallpaper?
That's a grass cloth.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you. And that painting is his favorite golf hole, number 12 at Castle Pines.
I love this. So tell me, this was just built. How long did it take you to build this house?
It took us a year to do the architectural plans, and then it took us about 2 years to build.
It's really beautiful. I love the kind of French doors.
Thank you.
Leading into the office.
We have a lot of French influence in this home.
It's really stunning. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
I love it. This is so unique. I just noticed that.
Yeah. So I found those in Nashville's Antique and Garden Show, and I just thought they were really interesting, and they're imported from France, and they're finials that were actually made for this purpose. And so a lot of historic homes will have finials on the balusters like that.
The flooring is also amazing.
Yes, thank you. We worked with our tile and wood floor installer to create this pattern, and we used a mix of 2 different marbles, dolomite and blue. I can't remember what it's called.
That's okay. That's okay. Tori will share some of her
Yes.
sources later.
There's so many details to remember.
There's a lot to look at around here.
Yes.
So, oh,
And
I
this
love
piece of art was one of the first things I purchased for this home, and I found it in Round Top actually.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was a painting by an architect who was out of New York. He was an architect around the 1930s, which is my favorite period of architecture.
That's so interesting. I love that. I love hearing kind of what time periods and what type of architecture people are drawn to. I love the light fixtures.
Thank
They're
you.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So this is sort of a hallway that leads into the main bedroom, correct?
Yes, and all the hallways have this wainscot paneling with this fair and ball striped wallpaper, which is just a very classic, timeless look. And then we have our formal powder, which we actually have 2 powder baths that you can access from the back area. And we did that intentionally for larger parties.
I love that. Look at the tile work too. I feel like every detail is just so perfectly put together. And then, whoa, look at the ceiling.
So there are so many details that we put together in this space. I first of all fell in love with this onyx mosaic tile, and the border I love. And so that was one of the starting points. I fell in love with this Penny Morrison wallpaper. I love the color. It's one of my favorites. And the trim color is a Pharaoh and Ball color that is throughout the entire house. And it's light blue number 22, and it's my favorite color.
It's a beautiful color, and I
Thank
know
you.
people are going to ask because it is a pretty consistent theme
Yes.
throughout. Okay, now tell us about what we're walking into now.
So this is our master suite. I wanted it to feel really serene and relaxing. We both work really hard, and I just wanted to come in here and feel a sense of peace and rest. And so that's what the color palette created. And also I always wanted a sunroom, and we really wanted to use a sitting room space in our master. And so we created this little nook that has a sunroom feel with the windows jutting out. One of the starting points for our bedroom was the fabric on these two chairs and on our headboard. I love hydrangeas.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. And so everything started color palette wise based on that fabric.
It's a really pretty fabric. Oh my goodness. Everything just feels very layered and lush and sophisticated.
Thank you very much. I love to layer. I love to layer fabrics. I love to layer grass cloth, different wallpapers, art, accessories. The more the better, in my opinion.
I agree. More is more and less is a bore.
Yes.
I think Tony Duquette said that.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, tell us where we are now.
So now we're in our bathroom, and we did a pair of matching vanities. I wanted them to feel like an antique sideboard that I found. But you can't find two exactly the same, where it's really hard to, especially to fit a specific space. So we did have them custom made with the brass inset details. And then we worked with our lighting designer, Louise Gaskill, to create our sconces. And then the Jan shower mirrors were just scaled so perfectly for the space.
Absolutely beautiful. And the tile, again, I keep going back to the floor.
Thank you.
There's so many beautiful details and layers within the
And I remembered that tile is blue celeste, which we had in the entry, and then it's also in here, which is my favorite natural stone.
It's a beautiful stone. And then here we have the bath area. This is so beautiful.
Yes, I love a more private shower and bathtub. I know it's a beautiful look to have a freestanding tub, but I use my tub every night, and I love the fact that it's kind of tucked away and it's mommy time.
Oh, no, I agree. I actually had a follower once who she was like, I just had a baby and I hate all these open glass showers. So she goes, I don't want my husband looking at me.
No, sometimes you just need a little privacy.
Right. Okay, and here we are in the her closet, correct?
Correct. So we had, I just had this idea of it feeling very French, traditional, and fresh. And so we carried the same color scheme from the master into here with the drapes. And I love that the blue marble countertop kind of matches with the tile in here. So it pulls everything in the master suite together.
It's beautiful. And the hardware is gorgeous.
Thank you.
All of the hardware in this house is stunning.
I feel like that hardware is a really great investment because it really does make your home feel higher end when you have substantial hardware. It's worth the investment, I think, to buy nice hardware.
I agree, and even the light fixtures too.
Thank you.
You mentioned the sconces already; those are gorgeous.
Thank you
so
so much.
This is the his.
This is the his, which again, everything that I did specific for my husband very much has a country club feel, just because I know that's a look that he grew up around and he really loves.
He really likes it. He's an amazing golfer, correct?
He is, yes.
Oh, this is wonderful, and I love how you put the sort of the fabric on the cabinets here.
Yes, thank you. I love a glass front cabinet, but I feel like oftentimes you really want functional storage, and so I think that's a fun detail to incorporate.
Oh my gosh, what a serene place to come home every day.
Absolutely.
End your day. It's like an oasis in here. Lovely.
Thank you.
And so you have a very young family though, correct?
We do.
3 kids?
I have 3 kids. I have an almost 14-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
So we have a busy household.
Busy household, but that makes it fun, I feel, just to have a forever home and have them all grow up here. It's
Absolutely. The whole idea in a home, I think, is to create memories and create a space for your family that is enjoyed and used. And so our home, in every room, the intention was for it to be beautiful, but also very approachable. There's nothing that is not able to really be used and enjoyed.
This is one of my favorite rooms in the house.
Thank you. This wallpaper was one that we had custom made with Gracie, incorporating several personal things, which is kind of the beauty of these hand-painted wall coverings. So we incorporated butterflies, which are my favorite, and hummingbirds, which are my husband's favorite.
It's absolutely beautiful. This is great. And the color of blues, I love how you're just not afraid to layer color.
No, I love color, and I think, sometimes it can be really intimidating for people, but to me it creates something that really creates a certain mood and a different level of beauty, I believe.
Stunning. And this jib door, I feel like this was a picture I posted once that broke the internet.
Yes, it did get a lot of attention, and I love a jib door. I just think they're so amazing, and they really create a unique architectural moment. And also when it's closed, it's seamless with the wallpaper.
That's wonderful. Okay, where are we now?
This is our Butler's Pantry, which I really love the way it plays off of the dining room, so I almost always keep our jib door open. These are some Charles Edwards light fixtures that we customized, which was really fun. Don't be afraid of brass, I say. Our leaded glass installer said he hadn't used brass in 20 years, and I told him, well, we're starting something again.
Right, right. Well, it just looks so, it just has such a timeless sophistication to it. So I don't think you can go wrong with brass.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's beautiful, and the sink is gorgeous. I love how you did an octagon here.
Thank you.
Tall. I've been seeing this a lot recently, the tall kind of
backsplash. It adds some drama, and it's unique and special. I love it.
All right, and now
we're into the prep kitchen, which we had two intentions with this space. One is for catering, and when we're hosting parties, and overflow for larger meals. We have extra ovens and warming drawer. So it's super functional, and then it's also what I call my daughter's kitchen because she loves to cook, but she's very messy. So she comes in here and gets after it.
Which is nice because you can just close this off,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Nobody has to see it. What a great extra fridge here.
Yes, extra fridge, and then it goes straight into our pantry.
Oh my goodness. What kind of wood is this? It's beautiful.
This is white oak.
White oak.
With a whitewash on it.
And I love how it continued up to the molding. That's really pretty.
Thank you.
And you're super organized too.
We're really organized. Thankfully, I have a good friend who runs an organization company who helped me sort the fort.
Sort the fort. Well, we can use them in Dallas. That's for
yes, they're wonderful.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now we head into the kitchen.
So the kitchen, I really wanted a classic white kitchen, but we brought in some elements that I think were really unique and special, like the custom brass range hood and the light fixtures we custom made with Charles Edwards, and I love the chartreuse pleated shade.
I do too. It gives it such a pop.
Yes, I feel like it's a grandma color that's just beautiful and timeless.
But also the backings of these bar stools are so pretty.
Thank you.
And even with 3 kids,
So the inside is vinyl, and the back has been treated and coated for stain resistance. So there's lots of great technology for fabrics and textiles now that you can really have fun with pattern.
And what did you use for your countertop?
So we went ahead and did quartz. I love a natural stone, but our family, we love wine, we love coffee, we love tea. My daughter loves to make lemonade, all the things that ruin marble. So we did a quartz. And we were still able to do this really beautiful paneled waterfall island, which I think was a fun detail.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love how you went ahead and just did the tile all the way to the ceiling.
Yes.
That's also a really nice feature. So you didn't even have to do any paint really on the coffered ceiling.
No, really, there's hardly any sheetrock exposed in this house.
It It's either covered with wallpaper or...
That's right. There's some level of interest on the walls in every space almost.
All right, now this is a great family space. Tell us about it.
Thank you. So we wanted this space to be able to host large events, and that's kind of what started our architectural plans, was the idea of really using our home to entertain, and we have lots of family in town, so we wanted a large seating area in here. We wanted it comfortable, but also very, lively and colorful. The whole color scheme actually started with this fabric on this pillow. It's a Raoul textile, floral. And everything, I just loved it, and it made me happy. And so everything branched off of that fabric.
Isn't that funny how just it takes one thing that you love, and you're
Yes.
like, I'm going to incorporate this now everywhere. And I remember you telling me an interesting detail about the fireplace.
Yes, so that's one thing we kept from, there was a house on this property, and they had this beautiful marble mantle. It was built in the 1920s, the house was, and this was a French imported mantle.
Beautiful.
Thank you. But we did have to raise it, and the fabricators did such an incredible job building this pedestal to raise it so that it scaled appropriately for the height of this ceiling.
What a great way to save something that wouldn't really work, scale-wise.
Right.
What a clever idea. And all these bookshelves are beautiful.
Thank
The woodwork in this house the millwork's phenomenal.
Thank you. I really, really believe that those architectural details matter. Scale and proportion matter so much for the beauty of a home.
I couldn't agree more. I love all of your fabrics. Did you just have so much fun picking all those out?
Oh yes, that's my starting point pretty much for every design that I do, is with the fabrics and wallpapers. All the layering of all of those things are what get me started on every project.
The table is beautiful. This rug also, I've never seen a rug quite like this.
This is one of my favorite. I remember 5 years ago, I walked into Patterson Flynn Martin, and they had a different version of these types of rugs on the floor, and I knew I had to have it. And so I just think it's perfect. I get a lot of questions about, with kids, is it a smart choice? And I believe it absolutely is. And it actually has a double life. You can flip it upside down.
Oh, wow.
And use the other side if, say, in 10 years it's kind of tired.
That's a great idea and a great thing to have. And you also have a dog, a puppy, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we were those people that got a puppy after we moved in to our brand new house.
How has that gone?
He's pretty good now.
Oh, this room. Tell us about this breakfast room.
Okay, so my husband and I love France. And when you go to France, you're going to see what they say, treillage or trellis work all over the place. And I just love it. And so we worked with a company called Accents of France, and they helped us design the lattice work in here. And again, we used our Faro and Ball light blue number 22. And something unique, I feel like, for what we did was put the grass cloth behind it, just to add another layer of interest. And I love the ceiling as well. So it's not just the walls that you think about, it's also the ceiling.
It's absolutely stunning. And this light fixture, this chandelier,
Yes.
is my eye's always drawn to it. It's one of my favorite things.
Thank you. We actually found it in a barn in France.
In a barn?
We did. So we had a guide who took us to all these villages to antique, and this was just hanging in a barn, and I just knew the scale and the unique gilded finish was just so beautiful and perfect for this room.
It's absolutely stunning. I think we all need to go on a trip with Tori.
Yes, let's do it.
Go through. Now I'm very excited to take everyone out back. Oh my goodness, look at these beautiful flowers.
Yes, we just did a photo shoot here, so I have amazing florals from Melanie McKinley, who's my stylist that we use for all our projects.
Oh my gosh, I love your light fixtures too.
Thank you. We designed those with Charles Edwards out of London, which was really, really fun.
Now, do you all spend a lot of time out here in the summer and all year round?
We do. Thankfully, with the pool, it draws us out here all summer long, even in the Texas heat.
Oh my gosh,
And
is
it
hot.
truly is hot now, but for, I would say, half of the year, it's really, really pleasant. And then in the summer, you kind of just want to be in the pool.
I don't blame you.
Yes.
It's about 100 degrees right now for all of our followers.
Yeah, it gets
Watching.
toasty.
It's a little toasty. So do you do a lot of entertaining out here as well?
We do. We love having people over. We love hosting for any event. We just love entertaining, love getting to share our home with other people and gather.
I love how you did the brick sort of border in the concrete. That's beautiful.
Thank you. It's a simple thing. It's limestone and brick, and it was a challenge for them to install, but it turned out beautiful. We customized this tile backsplash with a local tile company, so it was fun to pull those colors that I love, the blues and greens.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. This is great, and the outdoor furniture is beautiful.
The chairs are McKinnon and Harris, who create very beautiful furniture, and also they really last and wear well.
Absolutely. We love McKinnon and Harris. And this is great. We'll be up there in a minute, but I mean, look how beautiful that awning is. I think that gives a really good punch of personality.
Thank you. I love a fabric awning.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. What a great outdoor space. There's still so much to see, so we're going to keep going. Inside.
So I'm taking you into kind of our kid zone, which is great to have. It's right off the kitchen, but we can also close the doors if they have friends over and get a little rowdy and we want to have our own quiet time.
Oh, this is great and so refreshing back here. It almost feels like you're in a pool house.
Yes, that was kind of the idea. It's right off of the pool. There's sliding doors that open. They can come and go. The sectional is very easy to keep clean. It's a smart fabric. And they can watch movies, play games, hang out with their friends. My daughter loves the piano, so this is where she comes and practices.
I didn't even see that over
Yeah.
there. And yeah, this is great. I love how you did that. This sofa has that great piping on it too. It's pretty.
Yes, we love to incorporate details like that. So it has the pretty contrasting flange, lots of layered pillows.
How long have you been designing, Tori?
I started in 2010 working for a high-end builder in Fort Worth. So I started on the construction side. And then one of his clients needed a designer. And he said, well, Tori can do it. And that's how I started.
Well, you definitely can do it. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. All right. Where are we now?
So I love a powder bath because I feel like they're just like these little jewel boxes. You can have a lot of fun. Most people are able to be a little bit more courageous with colors and patterns. And so again, we worked with Accents of France on the vanity to kind of tie the breakfast room and the game room together with the colors and patterns. This is a Tebow wallpaper that I just fell in love with.
Beautiful. I actually haven't seen this one before, I don't think. It's really pretty.
At the time, it had just come out, and so it was kind of fresh and fun. We carried the lattice on the ceiling. The light fixtures are from Sewn Britain, another favorite vendor of mine.
Wonderful. Oh, so pretty. And then this hallway, again, with the Pharaoh and Ball blue.
I know. So that, again, that hallway, this same wainscot and wallpaper is truly throughout all the halls.
And I love how you added some fabric detail on your shades here.
Yes, I love, these are called chick blinds, and they're made in Indonesia, and they usually put a block print fabric on the underside, which is just a really unique and fun look.
It's hard to focus there for a second. All right, and then this is a
So this
mudroom.
is our functional space. This is our mudroom where kids get home, they drop off their school supplies, their shoes can come on and off in here, their sports gear. We used white oak again in here. Oak is a really durable, any kind of natural wood is more durable, so it's gonna wear really well over time.
Wonderful. And then this is the laundry room of everybody's dreams.
I mean, I feel like as a mom, you do so much laundry, and so you might as well make it pretty and enjoyable to be in. And so it can be a forgotten space, but I think it should be a priority. So I love hydrangeas again, love this wallpaper. This one is from Quadrille, and it's a little moment to honor TCU in the house. So it's our purple.
We love TCU.
We love TCU.
Even though I went to SMU. This is great. A little nod because you're so close to the stadium, which is great.
We are. My husband and I both were athletes there, and we still are very involved. So we love being here.
Love this room.
And there's our dog. That's Becker.
You'll be out in a minute. All right. And then down the hallway. Now we're going to go up the back staircase, correct?
Yes.
All right. Tell us about this runner. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love that the runner creates a softness, and so it's not loud when the kids are running up and down. I love a patterned rug. This one's more traditional with all the colors that I just love. I love the border along the sides.
This is great.
And then off the top of the stairs, we'll go into kind of our man cave area. So I created this. We had gone to the bar, the Ralph Lauren Polo Bar in New York.
Yes.
So that's kind of what inspired this space for my husband. And so this is our golf simulator room. And so we can play golf. There's like a hunting game. We actually use this space a lot for when we have friends over. My husband's hanging out with some friends of his. My kids use it. Oh, it's a fun space.
It's a really fun space.
Yeah.
This is probably every guy's dream.
I think he didn't have many opinions on the house, but he really wanted this, and he uses it all the time.
All the time?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And he's also a big wine connoisseur, so this is his zone as well. If I can't find him, this is where he is.
Well, that would be where I would be too.
Yeah.
And another great a great powder bath. I love this green.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. What a great space. Oh my goodness. See, I bet all the ladies could get their husbands to look at this home tour now.
We really love it. We use it a lot, and I think the dark kind of tones in the wood and the walls just set a very cool mood.
I just want to give people a little glimpse of your kind of motor court up there. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And again, more lines. And then we come into the guest room, correct?
Yes, this is our guest bedroom. We do host a lot. Friends from out of town or the Colonial Golf Tournament in Fort Worth. Every year we host a player, which is really fun. And so we wanted this room to just feel like an escape. I feel like it has a little bit of a Palm Beach vibe, and it's got a patio off the pool. So
we have to give a little glimpse of this patio. It is absolutely stunning. The tile out here. Look, everyone, how pretty this is.
This is used by my husband. Sometimes they'll play golf and come out here and, have a cigar and a drink or hang out, or my kids will come sit out here and just chill with their friends, or when we have guest stay, they really love to just enjoy like morning coffee up here. The sound of the fountain's very peaceful and relaxing.
It's really beautiful. I mean, I don't think your guests are ever going to want to leave.
We get that comment often, which is hilarious, and I love it. That's the idea. We love to host.
This is so unique.
Yeah, so these I got actually from Sarah Bartholomew's store years ago in Nashville, and they're really fun with the marble paper backing. Just a different look.
So different. I've never seen that before with the marble paper. And then this bathroom is also beautiful.
Wanted it to feel, since it is a guest suite, sort of like a French hotel, and so it's very classic with the classic stone floor and the wallpaper above the wainscot, and then all the tiles very classic.
It's absolutely beautiful. And I love all your brass detailing for your light switches.
Thank you. That also was something we were inspired by when we were in France.
Well, you can see all the French touches, but
Mm-hmm.
it's everywhere. Now we're going to circle around. one of my favorite things in your house?
Yeah,
I have a lot of favorites.
so my husband traveled a lot with golf when he played growing up and into his adulthood, and he had just a Ziploc bag full of all of these coins, and I just thought how fun it would be to frame them in a series, in a collection. I love putting collections up so you can see them and enjoy them.
Well, that's the whole point, right?
Right.
So many times I feel like people hide their collections. And
Yeah, and they can become some of the neatest features in your home.
And all your vent work is...
Yes, don't forget the beautiful vent covers, those little architectural details, they really, really add. People don't know exactly why they're seeing something so special, but it's all those details.
All adds up. And another little laundry.
Yes.
You've got 3 kids up here. So
We have 3 kids up here, and then our guests have a laundry they can access as well.
Oh, this is beautiful. All right, and so now we're in...
This is my middle child's room, Ben, and he is really into sports. I wanted this to feel like something he could grow up in, you know, and so it's kind of, it's boy, but it can grow with him as he gets older, and I loved this patterned grass cloth, and I love the navy paint color.
Well, there's a nice sophistication to it, that it's still youthful, but...
Mm-hmm, exactly. And he's our kiddo that loves European soccer, and so he loves to travel, so this map wallpaper really spoke to me for him.
Absolutely beautiful. That's a great big shade on the window. I love it.
Yes, so he has a window on the front of the house, and so we needed him to have good privacy when he's showering.
Absolutely. I love that. And then I love how your kind of builder and architect used you incorporate different levels. Like, I love the steps up to here to the bedroom.
I agree. I think that it is something you find in older homes oftentimes, and so it gives it a lot of character. And this is my son John's room. He's our youngest. And we did an upholstered wall treatment to his with an orange contrasting tape.
Oh, that's great. I love the acrylic switch plate.
Yes, we love our Forbes and Lomax. They're special and fun and worth the investment. I encourage my clients all the time.
And then this is the bathroom.
Yes, again, the colors actually all started from his bedding, and then I found this grass cloth that I just fell in love with. Again, just has a level of sophistication for him to grow up in, but it still feels really fun and youthful.
It does. It really does.
And painting the insides of the bookshelves was a fun, daring moment, but it really just is kind of blends really well in the space.
It really does. I love how you just weren't afraid to use color at all.
No, I love incorporating color.
It's really pretty, and the door panel is beautiful too.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna keep going. These light fixtures are so fun. I didn't realize they have a leopard almost.
I know, I love it. They're called Tortoise, and they're through Colleen and Company, and anywhere I can incorporate fun lighting, I'm all for it.
This is one of my favorite rooms, again, in the entire house.
Thank you.
Tell us about this bunk room.
So we had this space in the middle of all the bedrooms upstairs that we thought would be perfect for a bunk room. We have a lot of cousins and friends for our kids. They love to host sleepovers, and so it's just a really fun room for them to come in. They'll do movie nights in here. And it all started, the scheme of the room all started with the wallpaper. I've always called my kids my little monkeys, and so, because they're an active crew. And so this wallpaper really spoke to me. I love the colors. I love the whimsy of it. And then we did the stars on the ceiling, which was just a fun sleepover kind of moment.
Absolutely.
And the art was really fun to do.
Since these are your kiddos.
These are my kids, and a photographer friend of mine took pictures of them in trees, and then another artist friend of mine did the applied art painting on top. So it's kind of an abstract, but they're my monkeys, and so that's kind of them in the trees.
This is unbelievable. We
Thank
love
you.
a bunk room, and this is so well done. I love how you did that. That's white oak in there?
It is.
Oh.
So again, just thinking about longevity and wear over time. So having the ladder out of and the rails out of the oak is a lot. Yeah, because paint could chip over time.
This is beautiful. It's a pretty green too. Love it.
Thank you.
And then we have some more shelves. I love how you did the shelves that have those with color behind them as well.
It's one of my favorite colors, coral and greens.
It's really pretty. Really pretty combination. Great storage. I feel like
We have lots of storage. We do have lots of open shelving, which takes a lot of accessories.
And this is now a girl's room.
Yes, so this is my oldest daughter, Sammy, and this room was inspired by her love of macarons, and she loves sweets. And so to me, I wanted this room to kind of feel colorful, bright, and cheery, and full of life like she is. So there's a lot of special things in this room to me. A friend of mine made the ceramic butterflies that are fluttering up to her loft, which was really fun, whimsical moment. And then she was really into Barbies, and so we bought career Barbies and framed them in kind of a modern way. So it was sort of this pop art moment with some meaning that she could be anything she wanted to be.
I absolutely love that. I loved Barbies when I was growing up.
Yeah, same. I secretly did. I had 2 older brothers, so I kind of hid my love.
And this is the most precious bathroom.
Thank you. I fell in love with the butterfly wallpaper, and then it just sort of exploded from there. So we did a really fun lilac color on the vanity, some fun custom shades on the sconces. We worked with, again, Colleen and Company on the light fixture.
This is really so much fun. And I love how you did wallpapered the ceiling in the same pattern.
Thanks. I thought it'd be fun just to carry the butterflies up.
Well, they're all on the wall too. So a little bit of everywhere. Oh, what a dream room. I want to be young.
I know. I tell her often she's a very fortunate girl. And then you go into, we kind of joke that this is all part of my daughter's wing because she loves to craft. So this is our craft room, and she's in here all the time, and then I love to wrap presents up here, and it's just a fun space.
No, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, so this flooring is by Mirth Studio, which is commercial grade painted wood flooring. So they have hundreds of options, and it's really fun for spaces like this.
So it's painted wood?
It is, but they put, I don't know how many coats of polyurethane are on it, so literally it's almost indestructible.
That's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. And I just love the molding again. I'm looking in your hallways. All the molding is just so beautiful.
I am always looking at millwork in homes and books. I think that it just really is beautiful.
So pretty. Well, Tori, this has been the ultimate treat. Okay, now we have a runner this is so comfortable.
Yeah, so I wanted it to be classic and timeless because a hand-spun wool rug is an investment, and so I wanted it to have as long longevity as it could. So we picked a very classic design, and also the color has some heathered to it so it can hide dirt and stain over time well.
Oh, this is just beautiful. We love this
so
tour
much.
so much. And we're back again now with this beautiful entryway. I just couldn't even express how grateful and thankful we are for all of you for joining us and for you taking us through your home. It's just gracious and a good heart, and obviously a very talented eye for design. I think we'll be hearing Tori's name for a lifetime.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank y'all for coming.
I'm so grateful to be here. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.